Hey guys, so we all know that the whole world is moving towards AI agents, multi AI agent systems, and there are different AI frameworks to help you build these AI agents like LangChain, Llama Index, and all that. Crew AI, there is I think Autogen and many more, right? So let's talk about LangChain, right? LangChain is we all know LangChain is a framework to manage the different components of an LLM application. It's basically an open source AI framework to help you build LLM powered applications, right? So imagine you are building a complex multi-agent LLM application, right? It's all exciting, but it comes with its own challenges, right? Managing the state of these agents, coordinating their interactions, and handling errors effectively. So this is where LangGraph comes into the play. That this is where LangGraph helps. So LangChain provides the functionality to build agents through LangGraph. Again, LangGraph is an open source framework designed for creating agents and multi-agent applications. So through LangGraph, you can build agentic RAG applications and multi-agent applications. So in this video, we will explore how LangGraph transforms AI development and provide a step-by-step guide on how to build your own AI agent with an example. So building simple RAG applications is very easy, but uh, when you have complex workflow, that is where you need a tool or a platform like LangGraph provided by LangChain to basically create a workflow that where everything is connected and so that you can get contextually relevant answers for your AI applications. So when building with while building with LangGraph, you need to understand three basic components, that is nodes, states, and edges. So as you can see in the image here, right? State basically represents the context or memory that is maintained and updated as the computation progresses. And then comes the nodes. They serve as the building blocks of graph, representing individual computation steps or functions. And then we have edges. Uh, they connect nodes within the graph, defining the flow of computation from one step to the other. So we're gonna explain everything through a simple workflow in the upcoming video. Hey guys, so let's assume this example, right? You wish to build a RAG-based retrieval system over your knowledge base. Now, you wish to introduce such a case that if the RAG output is not meeting a particular quality or a standard, the agent, the chain, should again retrieve data, but with a changed prompt this time on its own, and repeat this until the quality threshold is matched, right? Until you get a proper contextually relevant responses or answers back for any query. So such a cyclic logic can be implemented using a LangGraph. And this is just an example, simple example. A lot more can be done using LangGraph. Hey guys, so as you can see in the image here, there are two basic workflow images. The above one is basic RAG flow, where for any user query, uh, you might get a relevant answer or maybe not that relevant response or contextually relevant response. But whereas in the corrective RAG flow using LangGraph, you are supposed to get always the contextually relevant responses for any user query. So in the corrective RAG flow using LangGraph, we are going to grade the retrieved documents using any LLM like GPT-4, GPT-4o, and based on the grades, decide if the documents are relevant enough to generate an answer to the user query or question, or if we need to pass the whole document to give the LLM more context. So to do this, we'll build a LangGraph graph, as you can see in the corrective RAG flow using LangGraph. We will build a LangGraph graph with nodes for retrieving documents given a query. grading the retrieved documents, and finally generating an answer using the retrieved chunks or the whole document. So basic RAG flow has a lot of challenges in getting a relevant answer or contextually relevant response back to the user query. Whereas using LangGraph, you can basically build a very powerful and contextually relevant corrective RAG workflow. So that's about how you can use LangGraph to build powerful RAG applications. So many people might still have this confusion, right? Like what is the difference between LangChain and LangGraph? As you can see here is a simple diagram that shows the differences between LangGraph and LangChain. The primary focus of LangChain is basically NLP, natural language processing, whereas for LangGraph, it is graph-based data analysis, right? As we saw, there were nodes, there were agents which were all connected to basically build a workflow so that where it's very helpful to build, AI applications and corrective RAG workflow, right? So the key use cases when it comes to LangChain is content generation, customer support, and all that. Whereas in LangGraph, since it's more of a graph-based data analysis, it will be good for social network analysis, fraud detection, and much more. The core technologies used in LangChain, Python, OpenAI GPT, Hugging Face APIs, whereas in LangChain there are different, graph-based databases and Python and all that. And the integration capabilities, LangChain has different integration capabilities with different LLM providers, Anthropic, AWS, Azure, Databricks, and much more, right? Google Generative AI. And then LangGraph is same as LangChain providers, and it has toolkits, same as the LangChain. And since it's a part of LangChain, so it has almost the same integration capabilities. And then when it comes to scalability, LangChain is suitable for both small and enterprise projects, whereas LangGraph handles large-scale graph data effectively. That is where LangGraph shines. So hope you understood the differences between LangChain and LangGraph through this slide. Hey guys, so here is a simple LangGraph tutorial. So we are basically building a simple chatbot using LangGraph. So this chatbot will respond to user messages. We will start by creating a state graph. A state graph object defines the structure of our chatbot at a state machine. So first things first, we will install the LangGraph, and then we will install LangChain also. We're going to use some integrations, and then the Grok as a LLM model, and then the LangChain community, and then we're going to add some API keys, LangChain API key, and then we're gonna uh, mention the project name. We're gonna you can set it to any name. I'm just setting it to uh, live LangGraph as the LangChain project name, and then keep this LangChain tracing v2 as true, and add your LangChain API key. And we're gonna add the model name here, Grok API key, and then the model name from Grok. So we're going to use Gemma to 9B IT, and then let's create a graph. So this is a default code from LangGraph you can use and create your graph for the chatbot. So as you can see, this is our chatbot, right? This is the graph, how it works, a workflow, start, chatbot, chat, and then at the end, there is an end. So to use our graph, to use our chatbot, this is a simple logic. For any user query, it's gonna answer back, message back, and then if somebody types Q, it just quits and say goodbye. As you can see here, as a user, I'm just typing hello, and it's gonna answer back, right? Hello, how can I help you today? Right. So you can ignore the all the other things. There are like queue time, token usage, and all that. Again, if I say, who are you as a user, it's going to respond back saying, um, uh, Gemma, an open weights AI assistant. I'm a large language model trained by Google DeepMind, blah, 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 and all that. So when I type Q as a user, it says goodbye. So this is a simple workflow created using LangGraph. So you can build much more than this. This is some just a simple usage of LangGraph. So This will basically help you build complex chatbots with agentic RAG approach and all that. So hope this tutorial and this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll share the code of this tutorial in the description so that you can just go through, maybe modify a little bit and try to see how you can use LangGraph in your applications and at your company. So thanks for watching. Bye.